What I do for a living. I'm about to pull this transmission from this transit bus. So as we make our way over here, one of the very first things is open up this hood in the back. Look at the engine compartment. We're gonna flip the switch to rear start. We're gonna start this bad boy. And there we go. Get the jacks, as seen here, and by my accomplice Jhon. Say hi, Jhon.
Hello.
And we're gonna, aka driveline technician, right. And we're going to install these jacks under the vehicle so that we can lift it up. Next, we make sure we have all our tools. We need all our tools to do the job. Get some wrenches, some other wrenches, all my miscellaneous stuff here. Some big wrenches, we need those. We need all this. And then if you like China tools, you come over here. But the most important tool that we need is the radio.
200 million people on the face of the earth. But today,
and some Greg Lord to go along with that.
Could happen before.
Restored my peace of mind. I'm truly grateful to the Lord for allowing me to write hope for hurting hearts.
And as we go up, we stop at what we call 5 clicks, enough to get us underneath the bus. The tall guy like me needs a lot of space. Now this is the underneath of the truck. As you can see, these are cooler lines. This particular transmission has a retarder so that you don't have to use your brakes very much. You use a retarder and it stops the vehicle. You have your drive line and so we're gonna pull this tranny out, show you how it's done. Jhon is now taking off the drive line. As you can see, half of it's off, and he's gonna proceed to the next half so that when we're ready to pull the transmission out, there'll be nothing in the way to hold it. Say hi, Jhon. So we're taking off a converter bolt here. If you can see, the gun is in there, and Zaporama. Converter bolt is now out. Now all 6 bolts are removed from the converter. This particular transmission only has 6 converter bolts, but they are now all out. The converter can turn freely, and that part of our job is done. The line is now out. As you can see, it's laying here on the floor. It's no longer connected between the rear end and the rear of the transmission. Just the yoke is exposed. We will be removing that also. Next, we're going to be draining the oil. There's a little plug on the bottom of the tranny. As you can see, his fingers are loosening it now. As soon as that plug comes off, in about two more turns or so,
ready.
The oil will be coming out. There it is there.
Still clean.
The oil in the bucket. It's coming out. We'll drain about maybe 4.5 or so, approximately 4 to 4.5 gallons of Next, as you can see, some of this wiring that's right here, that's the front sensor there. And then we got a whole group of wires here. You got the main connection there, the harness. You got the retarder sensor, the speed sensor there in the back. You got a temperature sensor that needs to be disconnected. Some brackets that are holding up the wires there. All that stuff needs to come off. Next, a lot of oil will come out from them. These particular hoses are 2-inch, so we need a 2-inch wrench. As you remove this hose, you can see the oil does come out. His hand is filled with oil. That's the sign of a rookie, but it's okay. Still a grasshopper. Jhon is now attempting to remove the top 6 Jhon is now attempting to remove the top bell housing bolts. As you can see, he is up. Got to squeeze up in there. It's a tight spot, a tight squeeze. But the top 6 bolts can be removed from up there. We will place the jack underneath and remove the fan. Then we're rocking out to some Sade, some cool jams to let our day go a little easy. My assistant will bring the jack, and as you can see, he's getting the jack in position. that's where the transmission will be placed. We're gonna remove the tranny from the engine. As you can see, the transmission is loose. It's shaking. We just got to get some hoses out of the way. It's kind of a tight fit, but I think the apprentice can do it. He's going down on the jack. That's the lever there. Shaking it some more. As you can see, it's split from the tranny to the engine. We just dropped the transmission from the engine using the transmission jack. As you can see, it's out of the truck, out of the bus. This is a transmission that I have previously done. That is my signature 1079. This is the date we last did it, August the 9th of 2010. So it's almost a year and a half old. The transmission is out. It's on the floor, getting ready to be torn down by this man right here. Let's see that name tag. By Jhon. That's right, Jhon.